Hey, hey, hey. Oh my goodness. It is your girl, Natasha Paris, the empowerment strategist, your resident therapist. And I am so excited to come before you for yet another season 3. Well, in this season, we are bringing more and more of what you like. We had an amazing season 2 with an average of about 50 to 60 downloads a week. And I am super excited because I am predicting that we are going to have close to about 100 and 150 downloads a week and moving in to 2 to 3, 4, almost 1,000 downloads a week. I am claiming it. Because I have something to share. So within this season 3, I'm super excited because we are going to be offering we're going to be bringing back the affirmations series where you are able to speak life into the things that you want for your life, and you're able to breathe deeply. So we're bringing back the affirmation series. In addition to that, we're going to bring back those topics that really support your growth. We're going to give you solutions to possible concerns that you may have. Look, I am not here to change the world, but I am here to really change the world. Okay, come on now. And so with that said, we are excited, and we're going to also be bringing some interviews. We are bringing some interviews to this platform, talking to people who you might want to know about, right? Yes, and who have something to also say. And as we have said before, I want you to do 3 things. I want you to hit that 5-star button on your favorite platform. In addition to that, I want you to share. And of course, I want you to comment. I want to hear from you. Season 3 is going to be amazing. So I want to hear from you. And so with that said, my friends, let's get right into it. Welcome to season 3. Let's go. Welcome back to another episode of Empower You 2 podcast. I am your host, Natasha Paris, and I am so excited to come before you to share yet another tip, another opportunity for you to live the best version of yourself. This is a podcast that talks about growth, purpose, and the journey to becoming everything that you were designed to be. Okay, my friends, let's jump into this episode 183, our 3rd season, my friends. And I cannot wait to talk about this topic because I've asked that question myself. Why is my blessing taking so long? That's our topic for today. Why is it that it appears that our blessings take extremely long? And if you're like me, sometimes my patience can run very thin. But today I'm going to talk about, if you know this, and the importance of waiting for that blessing to come, if you know what I'm about to share with you, you will no longer feel impatient or feel levels of anxiety. You will begin to understand what waiting looks like. My friends, we grow up thinking that blessings are instant, like an Amazon Prime or like a microwave. We grow up believing that blessings should happen like our Father God is a Santa Claus. Really? I know I used to think like in that idea that God is very much like, give me what I want and I want it now. But honestly, my friends, real blessings come, the ones that shift your life, the ones that break generational curses, the ones that can actually elevate your identity. Those types of blessings, my friends, rarely happen overnight. What I know for sure, waiting for those blessings to come can feel like a punishment. It can feel like it actually is not going to happen. Waiting for that right relationship or waiting for that position that can really turn and change the trajectory of your life. My goodness, it can feel like a punishment when it's taking so long. But I've come to tell you, my friends, I've come to tell you that it actually is preparation. Sometimes that delay isn't because you're doing something wrong. It's because your blessings is too big to be rushed. So let's talk about it. You are being aligned with the timing, the capacity, the version of yourself that you have to get used to, that you must be ready to receive. You have to be in a place where you are preparing yourself to receive. You ask God for that specific blessing. And now it's time to receive. Do not look at the timing and how long it may be taking, because this is the time for you to receive what you've been praying for. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to talk about why your blessing have not shown up just yet. And what should you do in the meantime as you are waiting for your blessing to come through? The first thing is, let me say this, you can't receive what you've been praying for, what you've been asking for with closed hands. A lot of times, my friends, blessings take long because our hands are full. We are entertaining people. We are entertaining relationships or situationships. And that person is taking the space. They're taking up space where that person that you've prayed about is holding. Let me say this. I remember very vividly, I had been praying for that relationship, praying for that person that would adore me, that would love me, that would just open up doors for me, who would cherish me, who we would have fun together, we would laugh, and it would be easy. It wouldn't be hard to love, and they would be very much available. I prayed for that. But let me tell you, let me really tell you, get in close, listen up. I was entertaining a situational ship for 2.5 years. This person was the complete opposite of what I was looking for. It was the complete opposite of what I deserved. But guess what? Like many other individuals that I've provided therapy for, that I've talked to as a licensed clinician, what did I do? I allow that person to fill my time because of my own fears, old habits, what I was used to, what was my type. Come on now. And also old wounds. I was hurting from my past relationship or relationships and my divorce. And so I felt like I had to entertain this person. For what reason? But I was just like you. I had fears. What are your fears? What are your fears? Talk to yourself and ask yourself, what are you afraid of? Do you feel that you can attract someone good looking, but also very much available and very nice and very kind and very loving? Do you have a fear about that? Or are you just used to people mistreating you because you were in relationships that did that, and to you that was your normal? Or your parents did it to you and you felt like, oh, well, this is normal to be in a relationship where I'm being mistreated or ignored or dismissed. My friends, you cannot receive your blessings while still holding on to things that block it. Come on now. You cannot receive your blessings when you are really, really soaking in the old wounds, the trauma, accepting things that you know deep down in your soul that you do not deserve, but you are entertaining it, entertaining people who do not deserve your time, your energy, your attention. You might be asking for peace, but still entertaining chaos, my friends. Asking for love, but still settling for the bare minimum. Come on now, I was there. Settling for someone who paid attention to you when they wanted to sleep with you for that night. You know, I'm being very honest. I'm keeping it 100. Or asking for an increase in your finances, but you're still embracing the scarcity mindset that you don't believe you can have it, that you don't believe that you deserve it, that you don't believe that you are enough. Well, my friends, I come to tell you, Natasha Paris and Power You 2 podcast come to tell you that the delay isn't a denial. The fact that you haven't received it, girl, boy, God heard your prayers. He knows what you need. He's just giving you time for you to know what you need, for you to stand 10 toes down knowing that you deserve it. And that denial, my friends, is basically detox. Come on now. It's called detox. You have to detox yourself of all of the things that you used to entertain. Detox yourself from the environments that you were in. Detox yourself of those fears and those old habits and those old people. Because in order for you to gain greatness, my friends, you have to be empowered for greatness. You have to know that you deserve it. So God says, that time, the fact that it's taking long, it's really that time for you to focus on you, to focus on what matters most. God, peace, strength, love for self. So come on, my friends. Life removes what doesn't belong before giving you what you deserve. And what does? Life will remove what doesn't belong. Because the thing is that person wanted to leave because they cheated and they were like, oh, okay, well, this ain't working out. You're acting crazy. But guess what you do? As soon as they say they're ready to go, they're ready to bounce, what do? Please come back. I'll change. Girl, boy, you know that was God. God said, let them walk. But guess what? You're holding on to them. Even though they are mistreating you, they're disrespecting you. Yeah, I'm keeping it in the terms of relationships because, be honest with you, my friends, that's really what many of us are dealing with, is that relationship. It's intimate, or whether it is at the job site, it's a relationship. Whether it's a family member, come on. And so God says you need to remove that mindset of scarcity, that you're not enough. Because once you remove that mindset and you stand 10 toes down, believing that you deserve paid for, oh my goodness, that's when it begins to come. That's when it begins to manifest itself. Also, the second reason why that delay is not a denial, that blessing is taking longer, is because you, my friend, listening to me right now, the work you don't see is happening. Sometimes that delay is because the blessing is still being built. Your person hasn't come into your life because they are not ready. They're currently in a relationship. So God is shifting things, shifting and aligning the opportunity. Resources are being positioned. The reason why you didn't get that position is because they're waiting for that person to move out of that position. And then the money will be made available. Doors are being prepared to be open for you. Lessons are being arranged for you to learn from. Like, there are things that are happening behind the scenes that you don't see. There's that example of that seed that's planted in the ground, and you water it and you give it sunlight, and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm not doing it right. I don't have the green thumb. The plant is not growing. What is wrong? But little do you know, my friend, the plant has already started growing. It's just because you don't see it, you think it's not growing, but it is. The roots are growing. You cannot see it because you're looking at the surface. You're not looking beyond and below the ground level, under the soil. Movement doesn't mean that it isn't any at the current moment. Blessings often grow underground, like I said, like a seed. Because, my friends, roots form before the fruits show up. I want you to know that. Another reason why that delay isn't a denial and that blessing is taking a little longer than you anticipated is because the character must come before the reward. You must. And that's a tough truth. Sometimes you're ready for the blessings, but your character isn't ready to sustain it. Your attitude is not ready to sustain it. You pray for influence, but let me tell you, you can't handle the criticism. Yes, those two come hand in hand. You pray for wealth, but you can't even handle discipline. You are forever shopping, forever on Amazon, forever online buying clothes and going out to eat, but yet you want wealth. Wealth requires discipline. You pray for love, but you can't handle vulnerability. You can't handle someone seeing your trauma. You can't handle someone looking into your eyes and seeing your soul because you're too afraid. My friends, you say you want something, but you as a person is not ready. You get angry pretty quickly. You are worried often. You have low self-esteem. How do you expect someone to love you when all you do is talk about all of the negatives about yourself? My friends, delay develops you. It is important for you to know that this delay, and I'm going to keep saying it, is not a denial. It shapes your emotional strength, decision-making, your boundaries, consistency, faith, and self-worth. Blessings, my friends, come when they're supposed to come. Because if they come too early, my friends, they can become a burden. And also, you wouldn't appreciate it. That wait right now is protecting you from yourself. Yes, from yourself. I know for me, as I shared my own experience where I was entertaining a situational ship, but yet I kept praying for something completely different. What I know is that I wasn't ready for a relationship, the one that I wanted. So I had to take time for myself. I had to evaluate my thoughts. I had to heal my own wounds from my divorce. I had to look at myself and said, I deserve all that I pray for because I am a giver. I love people. I love life. And I had to say to myself, because of who I am, I've planted enough seeds. I've deposited a lot. And so it was my time, and it is my time to reap my harvest. So with that said, one more reason why that delay appears to be a denial, but it's not, is the timing. Timing is a gift, not a curse. You're not late, my friends. I had a friend who her and her husband wanted to get pregnant, and it just seemed like it was taking forever. It kept happening where they would get pregnant and she would lose the baby. They began to look at IVF, and they tried it. It was very expensive and it didn't work. Yes, it didn't work. So when she made that decision that she was going to stop focusing on getting pregnant, but focus on herself and who she was and her relationship and loving her family, her husband, and getting back into the word and going to church and really being a servant of God, that's when things began to change for her. Yeah, it really began to change to the point where she now has 3 children. Her first pregnancy were twins, a boy and a girl. And then her second pregnancy was a girl. Come on now. Talk about how amazing this is, because she took her eyes off the prize. My friends, your blessing simply has a date attached, and you don't know what that date is. It may not be today and it may not be tomorrow, but it's on its way. Just like fruit has seasons, just like pregnancy has trimesters, my friends, just like healing has stages, your blessing has a maturity timeline. It has a time in which it will mature enough to come to you. A blessing given at the right time becomes a breakthrough. It becomes a testimony. Okay, Natasha Paris, I hear all of why waiting is a blessing. But what do I do during this time? That's what you're thinking. Like, what do I do? Well, I'm going to give you 5 things to remember and 5 things to do while you are waiting. The first, prepare like it's already yours. I've shared this story on many occasions with friends, and I also have shared it on a few episodes on the Empower You 2 podcast as it relates to the current relationship that I'm in. I acted like the relationship was actually happening. I danced with my beau. Yeah, if you saw me from the outside looking in, you would say, oh my goodness, she is losing it. But I wanted to feel what that felt like to dance and have a good time with the person that I love. I want you to act like that door is open and move like the blessing is guaranteed. Believe it. Act like it's already yours. 2, release what's blocking it. Let go of relationships, habits, and people that shrink you, who don't see you. Let it go. I know you're afraid to be alone. I know you're afraid to leave that job. I know that you have fears, but how can you step into your blessing when you are bombarded and occupied with things that do not deserve you? 3, I want you to strengthen your skills and your character. Your blessing will require a stronger version of you, the version that accepts criticism, the version that doesn't see themselves as a burden. I want you to strengthen you, strengthen your relationship with God. And I say this for those who believe in God. And if you don't, you might as well switch to another podcast. Because here in Empower You 2, we talk about God because we know that that's the foundation. And we know that through all things come from God. And so I want you to strengthen your skills and your character. Find out what God says about you and find out what God and how God sees you. You are wonderfully made. 4, stay grateful and grounded. Be thankful. Gratitude keeps your spirit open, grounding you for what will come. And number 5, keep moving. Don't pause your life waiting on that blessing. Keep going. Begin to travel. Begin to love. Begin to do the things you enjoy doing. Don't say to yourself, okay, well, I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. No, don't pause your life. Grow where you are until God moves. Continue to grow. Continue to educate yourself, your mind. Begin to get to know you. Read your word. God is moving. So grow and keep moving, okay? So what I want you to do, my friends, as I begin to close, is that in this season where you are right now, where everything feels slow, where it feels like things are taking a long time, I want you to be in a place, and hear me when I say this, you are not delayed, you are being developed in this time. You are not overlooked, you're not forgotten, your prayers have not been answered, your prayers are answered. Your blessing is not gone, it's not denied, it's not off track. Come on now, it's maturing, it's aligning with you. Is forming into something that will make sense when it arrives. And when it does, you'll say, oh, I get it now. I found out that my beau and I got divorced at the same time. Well, not necessarily the same month, but that same year. Yes. Can you believe that? My goodness, it just really floors me every time I think about it, because it lets me know that through all of the situational shifts and relationships that I had gone through after my divorce, that God was preparing something great for me. And little did I know. And my friends, I want you to know when it shows up, it'll show up big, bold, and right on time. But what I want you to do is I want you to keep going, keep believing, keep preparing for it to come. And most importantly, I want you to keep choosing places and people that value you. I want you to be in a place where you understand that you deserve all that you prayed for, all that is supposed to be yours. It is your birthright to receive wealth. It's your birthright to receive love and peace and strength. It is your birthright to be appreciated. But you, my friend, have to catch up to the dream. You asked for it, but you have not caught up. Get your mind right and get caught up. And my friends, I believe this for you, that your blessing is not a denial, it's not a delay, it's preparation, and it's called development. So with that said, my friends, I hope that this episode really was of value to you. I hope that you were able to gain some information, some strength, and I hope that you were empowered for greatness so you can be more than what you could ever imagine. And so let's sum it up really quickly. I want you to always know that the blessing is not a denial. What it is an opportunity for you to do what? For you to look at your situation and say, nope. Guess what? I cannot receive what I'm entertaining. In other words, if you're entertaining something that does not deserve you. Another reason why a blessing is not a denial, is a development, is that this is an opportunity for you to do the work. Because behind those closed doors, there are things that are shifting on your behalf. Another reason why that blessing is taking longer than you anticipated is because you must become what you have asked for. You have to change your character, because before the reward, the character has to be developed. In addition, that timing is not a curse, it is a gift. It's a gift that you get an opportunity to be prepared for. And what do you do during that time? Like I said, I want you to prepare like it's already yours. I want you to release what's blocking it. Stop entertaining relationships and people and environments that shrink you. Number 3, strengthen your skills. Your blessings will require a stronger version of yourself. Number 4, stay grateful. Be thankful. And number 5, I want you to keep moving. Don't sit there expecting the blessings to just come and you're just putting your life on hold while you wait. No, live. Live to the best of your ability and it will show up. And so, my friends, as we continue to move in a direction of purpose, I want you to do what? I want you to be empowered for greatness, because guess what? Without greatness, there's no you. And without you, there's absolutely no greatness. I want you to be blessed, and I'll look forward to speaking to you on our next episode. Until then, talk to you soon. Bye.